bam! Do you guys ever watch those cooking shows with, what was his name, Emeril Lagasse, where he would like throw stuff in and go bam? Welcome back to the Just Or YouTube channel. I know it's been like a billion years since I made a video and we're not going to talk about it, okay? I have been so busy with work and so many other things going on, but I promise, I always say this and it never happens, I promise that I'm going to start trying to make more videos soon. So today I wanted to do something super fun for you guys, and I've kind of had the baking bug. Like in this quarantine, it's been really difficult for me to work from home and then sit at home and play games in my same chair, and I need to do something different. So I thought today we could make some cookies. Something simple, something everybody loves, and just something new for the channel. I don't know, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. But today we're gonna be making fossil cookies from Animal Crossing New Horizons. So if you've played Animal Crossing, if you don't know what Animal Crossing is, I don't know what rock you're living under, but that's all right. New Horizons is a game that's out on the Nintendo Switch, and it's such a fun game to play. But you can dig up these little fossils and you can go turn them in and they turn into these big old dinosaur things. Whatever. Anyway, I thought it'd be cute to try and make cookies that look like the fossils. I've seen a couple people do it online and thought, heck it, let's try it out. So we're gonna be using a recipe book for the cookies and the Royal Icing. This is the Nerdy Nummies Cookbook by Rosanna Pansino. I think that's how you say her name. She has the coolest YouTube video about everything you can imagine. So she made a cookbook with a whole bunch of different, that didn't work well, a whole bunch of different nerdy nummies, and she has a really yummy recipe in here for lemon sugar cookies. So we're gonna make some lemon sugar cookies with some royal icing, and I don't usually make things from scratch, so just as a backup, I may or may not have got some sugar cookie mix and some icing, because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. It could suck, it could be amazing, but I guess we'll just have to find out which one it's gonna be. Let's get started. I'm wearing my Brewster shirt because obviously we have to stay in Animal Crossing fashion. And let me see here. Lemon sugar cookies, this is gonna be the recipe. I'll also put that in the description bar, as well as the royal icing just on the next page. So I'm not a baking aficionado, I don't know everything, but we're gonna see what I do know and we're gonna try it. All right, so I got all of my ingredients ready beforehand because I thought that would be easier. So first it wants us in a medium bowl to whisk together the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Like I said, relatively easy. Of course, we have the trusty Paul Mitchell hair color whisk. Don't worry, it's been cleaned. But we're just gonna whisk that slowly and surely. Ta-da! I'm gonna set this off to the side just like it says. In a large bowl with an electric mixer, well, luckily I have my KitchenAid right here. This thing has been tried and true for many years now, and honestly, I don't know what I'd do without it, so it's kind of a great thing. Let's see, beat the butter until softened. Now, ooh, I tried to soften up the butter beforehand. I don't know why. Maybe this is why I'm never destined to bake. I am absolutely terrible at, you know, remembering the butter. It's the one thing I can't remember, and I don't know, it's either too soft and it's melty, or it's not soft enough. I can never seem to get it right, so it's a good, I have a towel right here, so don't think I'm like wiping my hand on my pants. So we are going to beat the butter until it is soft. We're gonna add the sugar. And beat until light and fluffy, 3 to 5 minutes. The cool thing is I can just let this thing do its own. So let's figure out the next step. Next, we are going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, and then we're gonna beat in the lemon zest. Okay, so I haven't done the lemon zest, so while this is going, I think that poor lemon's had enough. Well, when in doubt, chop it out. right, so it said to scrape the sides of the bowl, but I'm pretty sure like this looks pretty evenly dispersed. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so now we're beating in the lemon zest, the lemon juice, and the vanilla. So we've got our lemon zest here, and we have 1.5 tablespoons. I don't know how this is gonna go, so I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon. If it's a little light on the lemoning flavor, I can try and add a little bit more later. That's totally fine. Next, we have our lemon juice. This was already pre-measured. And then we have our vanilla. And let's mix it all up. Next, we're gonna add in the eggs. It says to add the eggs one at a time, beating well after each addition. Scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed. So let's open this back up. There's one. And there's two. Oh, it told me to do it after one. Shit. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. All right, so this is what it should look like so far. It kind of looks fluffy. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So now it tells us to slowly add in the flour while we put the mixture on low. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that, and we'll be right back. It's not happy with me. Because we put in a little bit less lemon zest, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try adding the food coloring to make them look the color that they should. And then I think that because it still doesn't feel perfect, I think I'm gonna add just a titch more lemon juice. And what that will do, because we did a little bit less of the lemon zest, it'll still bring out more lemon flavor for those cookies. So I have my lemon juice, and we have some purple food coloring. And then I don't want too much more lemon juice, so we'll just put like a few drops in there. And then it's kind of working. Point number 2, our book, you know, because Jess never reads ahead, wants us to refrigerate this for an hour. I mean, we could, but I think I'm gonna try and just roll out the cookie dough on the countertop, try to get the shapes, because the fossils don't have to be perfect. This isn't like a perfectly cut out cookie. This is supposed to look a little mishmashed, a little funky, so let's see what we can do. And we're gonna grab our cookie dough and plop it. All right, so you wanna powder your hands a little bit, get them a little bit floury so your cookie dough doesn't stick to your hands. What I'm gonna do is just mold a little bit more flour into the dough like this, so that way it doesn't stick. So when I'm grabbing the cookie dough with my hands, see how like a little bit of it is sticking to my hands, but not much? That's a good consistency because that means they're gonna bake well, it's gonna blend in well with this flour here, and it's not gonna be like too thick. All right, take our rolling pin and we're just going to softly smoothen out the dough. Now for this, I got this really cute flower cookie cutter. I thought that it was close in the shape that I wanted to. We can kind of play around with it from that. It's going to change as the dough rises a little bit. So we're just gonna go ahead and punch some just like that, and then lightly lift up. And I'm just gonna make a bunch of different cutouts. We've got our cutouts, so what I'm gonna do the easiest way, and I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I usually like to just grab the pieces around the flowers first and just kind of set those off to the side. I've got my pan right here. I've got my Silpat. These things are amazing, so that way your pans aren't super dirty after. And basically, I preheated the oven to 350. I'm going to scoop these off the countertop with this so that way they don't lose the integrity of their shape. Place it on here and then cook it in the oven. All right, so this is what they look like right now. What I'm gonna do next is I'm actually just going to take the pan and I'm gonna kind of roughen up these shapes a little bit because like I said, I wanted some of the initial shapes, but as they're gonna be fossils, we don't want too much of a flowery design. So next, just to make sure that there's no fingerprint shapes, I'm gonna take the tapered edge of my rolling pin and I'm just gonna lightly roll over the cookies to flatten them out a little. I don't know, do those look kind of like fossil splats to you? I guess we'll find out. This says to bake for 12 to 13 minutes. I'm going to start the timer at 12 minutes while they're cooking. I'm gonna kind of clean up my workspace and we'll get started on that royal icing. We're gonna go ahead and start on the royal icing part of this. something that I've never made before. I know people on all the cooking shows make it all the time. They make it look so easy. I don't know if that's the case. Guess we'll find out. So for this, in a large bowl, we're gonna whisk the egg whites and the vanilla until it's frothy. So, see how it's like nice and frothy in there? That's exactly what we're looking for. And then here's our 4 cups of powdered sugar. Yeah, this stuff's not very healthy, is it? Whatever. All right, this is fresh out of the oven. They look pretty good. It's literally nothing but powdered sugar. Okay, so I'm doing a taste test while I wait. And I wanted to talk to you about something. Now, I don't know if you're just finding my YouTube channel from this video or if you've seen some of my videos before, but the place that you'll see me the most is over at twitch.tv/JessAurora. I play a lot of different video games over there. I usually stream 2 to 3 nights a week, and as much as I'd like to admit that my YouTube channel isn't very active all the time, my Twitch channel is. So if you guys see me over there, I'd be more than happy to hang out with you. Let me know how the video went and maybe give some suggestions for some more. All right, so I've got 2 of our cookies. They're ready to be iced. Now I have the cheater icing and I have the royal icing. I don't know how I feel about the royal icing. I feel like it tastes kind of funny. If y'all have any better ideas of how to make it not so shittily, please let me know. But that's okay. So we're gonna be testing a cookie on each of these icings to see which one ends up turning out better. So let's take the royal icing. What I'm gonna do is twist. I put it into this bag. Bought this at the store too. This is great. I'm gonna twist to the top and then I'm gonna cut off the tip. So the way that the cookie looks is there's like a little star. Oh my god, and then it's like a little swirl. We tried, and that's what counts. Clearly this isn't going very well. Let me try a couple different techniques and see how different these cookies come out. You can tell me which one is your favorite. Well, that didn't go nearly as well as I thought I would. You ever have like these really cool creative ideas in your brain? You feel like super smart and super excited, and then you realize that you don't have the artistic talent to actually go through with them. Hi. No, honestly, I think with the fossils, it really just depends on the icing you're using, because I think that the royal icing for me was a little runny and didn't work out very well. At least the cookies taste good. That I'm super excited for. And to me, they still look fun. So if you want to have fun with friends and family, well, you know, obviously social distancing if possible. If you want to see who makes the best fossil cookies or want to have like an Animal Crossing themed party, I think these are still super fun to make no matter how unprofessional they look. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more baking videos in the future, and who knows, maybe I'll do royal icing 500 times and find a way to not throw it all out. But anyway, here we go. So these are the fails. This one I wiped it off. This one is, whatever. They still don't look bad, but at least they're edible, okay? And these bad boys, those are my finished fossil cookies. Ta-da! They don't look exactly like Blathers' fossil, and that's okay. This is life. This isn't a video game. But I think that they're super fun, so you can kind of really play with the star theme to see which star looks better. You can decide what kind of a swirl you want to do. Overall, I still think that they look okay. I think they turned out, and I'm excited. Oh, Frosty! What? Come here. You played a little Animal Crossing, right?
I have.
And you like it?
Do I like Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I made you some Animal Crossing fossil cookies. What do you think?
I like them.
Do you think they turned out okay? I kind of feel like it looks like a 4-year-old tried to make them.
No, I don't think so. I think with a little bit of work, you'll get them where you want them to be.
Yeah.
But they look really good.
We did have a snafu with the icing, but I don't want to talk about it.
The color turned out pretty good too.
It did! Thank God for gel icing colors. Why don't you grab one and taste it and tell me what you think? I'm so glad you grabbed the little one. Wait, here, let me grab one too. No! The final taste product, you ready? We always do what Rhett and Link does. We dink it and we sink it. Mmm. They turned out so good. No, 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 no. Where is he gonna go? We live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like.
Look, I can lock myself in the bathroom.
Sure you
I'll
will.
be fine.
Mmm.
These are really good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Great success.
I like you.
I like you.
Alright, well you heard it from Frosty, my test subject. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you made them or think they suck or think they look super fun, and let me know how the video turned out. And I will see y'all later.